I want to chat about these new characters. I want to chat about the set 3 support that we've been shown. I've been waiting to talk about the characters until we actually got to see their support. So I've not made a YouTube video about it. I did the video about the two starter decks, right? Endeavor and Eraserhead, but I haven't dived into the characters at all, right? So, I want to go ahead and just chat about these peeps. Starting off with Koji Koda, nice and easy. He's and chat. Let me know your thoughts as we're whatever. Let's have a conversation, right? That's why we're live on Twitch. 627, Chaos, Good Life, Form Commit, draw a card for each ally attack and ally action in your card pool. Enhance, commit one foundation, choose one ally card in your card pool. That card does not count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of this turn. I think this character is incredibly neat. I think this character is cool. I think this character's got a lot going on for him. I think this character has hello, A-Truck. I think this character's got a lot going on for him. And can see a lot of really choice play. I think that form commit is so deceptively good. I was describing to somebody earlier today that I feel like this card is like full cowling, right? How when you play full cowling at the end of your string, you just get to draw 3 bonus cards to defend yourself with. That's what his form says. Form commit, I play my 3/4 attack string, and then I form commit, draw 4 cards. I now have cards to then build out if my stage is big enough, and I get to build out because I probably committed a foundation to do all of this stuff, as well as you just have cards to block with, right? So I put on this aggression, and then I have the cards to defend myself, which is like the issue with the 6 hand size characters, right? I think after turn 3, I think this character's mid range game is so nuts. Sorry, I was getting a thing set up. I think this card's sweet. I think this card's super good. Let's move on to his stuff, right? Command Pigeon Flock 5/3, 2 mid block, 4 high for 5 ally ranged. Great, beautiful. Enhance, build 1 ally foundation from your discard pile. That's nuts. That's so good. And then enhance, discard momentum of this deck. It's 1 damage for each ally card in your card pool. Also very good. Has a good momentum out. Build an ally foundation from your discard pile is correct. It's so good. Being able to just snap build in things like cool student, build things in like back to back, I think is going to be viable now. I think back to back is like a good ass card. Like enhance build -3 damage is just good. It's just like a good ability. I think that card's going to see a lot of stock now. Not to mention he has the good and life symbol, so not only are you building in these ally cards, but you also get to build in 0 diffs with Back Alley Haymaker if you decide to go that route, right? Not make everything, right? And you also get to build in his own foundation, right? Which is Friends of Animals. It's a 3/5/2 high block. It has the ally keyword. Love that. Response: after this card is committed during the enhance step, this attack gets +2 speed, playable while committed. And then enhance, remove, add 1 ally attack from your discard pile to your momentum, playable while committed. So, this card says that whenever we make something not count as progressive difficulty, it gets the +2 speed, right? And it gets built in with Command Pigeon Flock. And it also, like, anything that says enhance, commit, do a thing is super rad. This card's rad. This card's super cool. And enhance, remove, add an ally attack from your discard pile to your momentum is like nuts. Enhance, remove, playable while committed, get a momentum is just like a good ass card. Especially on these symbols that like have great momentum usage, right? Like this card's just a better version of a more costly version, but like a better version of Charged Up, right? Charged Up, I have to hit, and it can only be a certain type of. I have to hit with a certain type of card, and then I can steal a card. This is just I'm just gonna get a momentum. Playable while committed. Playable while committed. So good. Midnight loves this card. Agreed, Black Ace. What great. What a great thing. Momentum plus stun hate. It's not that much stun hate. I guess it's stun hate because it's like it's quote playable while committed, but like Yeah, I think this card is super good. It's gonna be a 4 of in Koda, and I could easily see like a 2 of in a lot of other decks. Maybe like a 1 of. Oh, a 3/5 2 high block that just says snap at a momentum. Good card. It's a good card. So my question for you guys is, do you like the kit? Right? Do you like the 3-card kit that Koda has available to him? I know everybody was very, very excited about this character. Everybody was very, very excited about this character. Do you like what he's got going on, right? Him drawing a bunch of resources, him building in a bunch of foundations, his moves scaling really big. Like imagine like I mean this card gets very big for the 1 momentum that you just fuel with your friend of animals, right? Like I think this kit's very, very cool. Currently only playable on the Chaos symbol, but I think that's not bad. I think it's fun to see these Tokoyami ally cards being played. I also like the fact, as we look at let's go look at some of these cards, right? 1, 2, 3. As we look at these cards that share his symbols, right? These all have ally on them. When we look at the foundation, Koda is in this picture. Right? Like the fact that like Koda plays back to back just as well as like everybody else, super cool. Super, super cool. I think that's really awesome. I think that's really, really awesome. So the general consensus is, yeah, we did Koda's kit, and I'm inclined to agree. I think it's very cool. Let's move on. We've got Masha Ogiro, 628. What was your health? 27. Okay. All earth and water. Enhanced attack gets 1 speed and 1 damage for each different printed attack zone in your card pool. Period. That's good enough to just be its own ability. That's good enough to be on the character card. All of your moves get +1/+1 minimum. Every move gets +1/+1. Imagine the fact that with Think Fast, you have to commit a foundation to get that kind of exchange. But that's not it. If you've got 3 attacks in your card pool and they all have different zones, all your moves get +3/+3, right? And then enhance once per turn, add an attack from your card pool to your hand, only playable if there are 3 different printed attack zones in your card pool. So if you have 3 attacks, you actually have 4 attacks, and the third of the fourth one both get +3/+3, right? Is what that's saying. I think this character is a 6-hand sized aggro monster. I think he's so good. Dude's mostly blank on defense, but he's an offensive monster, super aggressive choice. He, on his face, has struggling with studies on a symbol that shares struggling with studies. This once per turn, add an attack from your card pool to your hand, period. Only playable with 3 different printed attack zones in your card pool. I block an attack, block an attack, block an attack. I get to pick an attack up on defense. Right? That's rad. I mean, that's good enough, right? Right? I get to have my block back. I get to like do stuff. I think it's very, very cool. Yeah, I'm nervous to see the kind of strings. I know whenever he was previewed and frog lashing was still legal, like lines we were looking at were like frog lashing into tongue whip into whatever mid attack, pick up frog lashing or tongue whip again, and then slam it back down. Right? Like and then they all get +3/+3. It's nuts. Is there an expectation for when this set will be released? No. Yeah, no, not quite. We'll move on to his stats, though. Speaking of mid attacks, Karate Chop, 3/4, 1 high block, 4 mid for 4, Punch Slam. Love the slam. Enhance, your rival commits 1 foundation for each different printed attack zone in your card pool. Discard 1 rival momentum. This card is so good. This card is so good, and we haven't even talked about the fact that it's got more text on it. One of my absolute favorite MVP cards in the Midoriya deck has been Heroic Strike, and this card is just Heroic Strike that also discards a rival momentum that I get to pick. Discard 1 rival momentum. I get to pick. So when I'm fighting air decks, when I'm fighting a bunch of different stuff, I just slam this button and snipe it's stun and momentum hit all on a card. Holy cow. And then Ogiro Enhance, your rival flips 1 foundation. So good. So you make them commit all their stuff, and then you make them flip a card for later. Great. This card's really cool in not just Ogiro 1, but also Ogiro 2. How rad. I think this card is a 4 of an everything as long as like your attack zone block zones Makes sense. This card's super, super good. And then we have his foundation, which we've all seen. Student of the art. Is it crazy that I like this art better than the one that we have for the RLE events? It's a 2/5/2 mid-block enhance flip. Add an attack from discard pile to your card pool and seal it. If your character is Ogiro, that card does not count as progressive difficulty for this turn. The entire point is I can either go and pick up that attack with my once per turn, or it's flip. All my moves get an extra +1/+1. I think this card's fine. Unplayable in every other character in the game. It is a 4 of in every Ogiro deck. You play 4 of this card for sure, guaranteed. But unplayable anybody else. If it didn't seal the card, right? If it didn't seal it and we had something like to do with that card in our card pool, sure, we could talk about it. It seals the card. No, there's no reason to do it at all. Absolutely none. So my question for you guys: do you like the kit? Do you like what Ogiro's got going on? I think Ogiro is really, really cool. I love what he's got going on for the game. I think he's actually like perfect as a 6-hand size aggro character. I think he's really, really cool. But I think that this card is like is so subpar when it comes to other people, but like it's actually like feast and famine, right? It is a 10 for Ogiro and a 2 for everybody else. This card is nuts and is going to see a lot of play at minimum in the sideboard. Minimum. This is such a good sideboard card. A 4 for 4 stun 1 that selectively discards momentum. Super, super good. Now we need is a low punch on all. True. Yeah. That's tight. Oh, man. This is just another Earth Punch. Whew. That's good. That's cool. You could use it to finagle together Staff Strike stuff, right? Yeah, you can certainly finagle Staff Strike stuff, but I think there's just better things to be doing. But you're right, Big Daddy Snow. There is a thing that you can do with Staff Strike here. Yeah, it looks like you guys are way more hype on what Ogiro's got going on than what Koji's got going on. But there's more to be said about what's got going on. This foundation is good with ambush as well, I guess. To like with ambush, yeah. Flip this foundation to steal a momentum from your. I guess that's fine. I don't know. But once again, there's probably just better things you can do. Yeah. I'm excited to play this character. This character is one of the like top 3 that I want to play for sure. I think this character is going to be fun. I'm excited to play him on stream. I don't think I'll ever put him together like in paper. I'll have to put him together in paper eventually, right? But like I won't be grinding this character competitively. I could see myself grinding Ogiro. Moving on. Let's talk about Masha Shoji. Boop, boop. 6-hand size, 27 health character. He's got death, fire, and life. He lost 2 symbols, right? Didn't he have all and evil before? All evil life? At the start of your turn, remove all dupla arm counters from this card. Add 4 dupla arm counters to this card, period. Enhance, remove any number of dupla arm counters. If you removed 1 counter, look at the top card of your deck. You may discard it. 2 counters. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed. 3 counters. This attack gets +4 damage. 4 counters. If this attack is blocked, it deals no damage. Neat. Cool. I personally have said out loud that I don't like the idea of dupla arm counters, but I'm sure there's going to be somebody who enjoys this kind of gimmick, and I'll use that word, gimmick, but this is one of the least Tam-ass cards I've ever seen, to the point where I don't want anything to do with the character. I like pretty much every Universe's character that's ever existed, including like I could see myself playing like President Mike 1 and 2 and having fun with it. I will have to see it. I will have to see it. So the dupo on panels is it my 10 and it refresh. Whoo. Cash, I have no idea what you just said. Walkling every turn? Yeah, he's got walkling every turn. That's cool. Yeah. There's no flip. It's just a walkling every turn that you can. That's neat. I just like, I don't want to keep track of counters and all of that jazz. Just counters. It's not for me. So the good news is there's no other mechanics that has to deal with counters on any of these. Tentacle Tactics, 5/3 2 mid block
4 high for 6. Breaker 1 Fury Slam. How cool. Enhance, lose 2 health as attack gets 2 damage. That's neat. And then Shoji Enhance, add 2 duplo arm counters to your character. Period. Neat. Do the counters refresh at the start of rival's turn? At the start of your turn, remove all duplo arm counters from this card. Add 4 counters to this card. No. This is fine. It's a 2 mid-block breaker 1 card. Neat. I think this is almost an unplayable rare in everybody else. That's not Shoji, right? It's a 4 high for 8. If I lose my 2 health, which is like good, right? That's a good ass card, right? But it's just a 2 mid block breaker card. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I think it'll be the least impactful rare in the set. It's gonna be the rare that like you open up and are like, I just don't care about this. Yeah, unless you're like a diehard Shoji fan, right? Like Shoji fans going wild right now, going absolutely crazy. Window shopping. 2/5 3 mid block form flip. Reveal the top card of your deck. Period. You may play the revealed card as your next form. This card fucks. This card is sick. This card is so good. This card's so good. And then Shoji Enhance discard moment adds 2 duplo arm counters to your character. That ability is good, and that ability is the reason that this character is even going to be survivable, is you have to main board for this card and see how much momentum you can get. This card says that we actually have it's less of a gimmick and more of a mechanic, right? Form flip, reveal the top card of your deck. You may play the card as your next form. Is so sick. Uninteractable because it is a form. You may play the top card of your deck. So like if you want to build more and it's a foundation, you can. If it's an attack, like you get so much information on window shopping. This card is so good. Not even first form, so crazy good. 100%. Imagine, if you will, ladies and gentlemen, this card has the life symbol. This card gets to be built in with ready, get, set, go. My opponent builds out, therefore I slam 2 window shoppings in, and now I get to have 2 more cards that I can play. Holy cow, Max to pair. Rated with 45. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, this character is this card is so good at just like hyper building early. It's really good. And I'm happy that like these symbols got access to this kind of a card, because like it's just a different flavor of Destined for Mainstream Success, right? It's neat. With that said, how do you guys feel about Shoji? Do you like the kit? Do you like it? Just because I don't like duplo arm counters doesn't mean you don't like duplo arm counters. Zoom doesn't share a symbol? Yeah, it does. It shares a life symbol. What are we talking about? Ah, crap, missed that. Hey, that's why we're here, man. Kit does what it needs for the character, but character is probably just okay. Yeah, and at the same time, like, it's okay for some characters to just be okay. I think that's totally fine. You know? I think this character is going to live or die on seeing window shopping, and then they don't even get to play the cool part of the card. Like, they have to play the Shoji Enhance. They have to. But at the same time, like, if you just, like, can stockpile momentum, like, if you can just get so much, which Death and Fire can do really well with things like Instant Explosive Release, right? Instant Explosive Release plus Nitro Explosion Condition means that I get to have counters for days and days and days. But you have to spend those counters because at the beginning, at the start of your turn, you lose them all, right? So you need to be spending counters like crazy in order to make stuff happen. Which, like, looking at the top card of deck, discarding it, +2 -2 speed is good. There's a lot of stuff that you can have go on with what the character does. Like, the character's got schmoves. They're just not for me. Just not for me. Probably the most split you guys have been on a kit so far. I think that's okay. And then our last one, Stain. This character though.
720, he's got Evil, Order, and Void. Form once per turn. Your next weapon attack gets +3 speed, period. After it resolves, remove it from the game and draw 1 card. This is an 8 hand size, 20 health character. Nuts. So good. So good. And one of the moves just hits. This card's crazy. This card's so good. And then response once per turn. After your weapon attack deals damage, commit and freeze 1 rival foundation. I get to pick. This card's so good, and I will be playing this character competitively. There's no shot that I don't. I loved the character that this card's based off of back in the Universes days. I think he's got like a pseudo better response than the enhance that the other character had. This selective commit and freeze a rival foundation. Say that my opponent just doesn't have a foundation for the rest of the whatever. So good. So good. I think his art looks really good. I think the form is really rad. I'm in love. I think this character is so cool. This character is so good. Look at his stuff. Blood Moon Rending. It is a 4/3, 1 low block, 3 mid for 4, possibly a 6 mid for 4 that removes and draws a card. Combo enhance, discard a card, your rival reveals their hand, choose 1 card, reveal this way, and remove it. I just get to look at your hand and say you don't get that one. In my 8 hand size character, discard 1 card is not a cost. It is so not a cost, especially when I enhance remove 2 weapon attacks from my discard pile. This attack gets +3 damage. So this is a 7 damage, nigh unblockable move. Nigh unblockable move. It's so good. I do think my favorite part about Blood Moon Rending inside of Stain's kit, though, is the fact that his form removes the card from the game. And so it is tough to make this play an attack, play a weapon card, and then play Blood Moon Rending on your 6. It makes that difficult to play because you get to if you use the form once per turn early, you clear one of those cards out of the card pool. Like you don't have the combo requirements. So it is actually like making you make intellectual choices. Cool. How neat. Really cool design. Love the 1 low block here. It's a beautiful turn 2 poke, right? Of just like, hey, it's a 3 mid for 4. Like it's a blank card unless you want to like remove the 2 weapons. It's super good. Super good. And we'll talk about the foundation. Influencing the Youth. It's a 2/4/3 mid block. Form, remove, name a foundation, period, commit all copies of the name card in both stages. Nuts. Absolutely fantastic. Very good. Yo, that card is a problem. Hey, you have double It Can't Be Fixed, and I have to try and play through not It Can't Be Fixed, sorry. You have double You're So Obvious, and I have to play through You're So Obvious? No, I don't. I don't have to do that anymore. Get those out of here, right? Oh, man. You know what beats my character? The 3 copies of Specialized Sound Waves that you played, or Specialized Sound, the 3 copies of Heroic Lineage, the 3 copies of Challenging the Fakes, right? Like I'm trying to make these strings happen. Too bad they're committed. They're gone. This card's gonna be a staple. This card's gonna be everywhere. This card's a 2, if not 3 of in every single symbol that can play it. Nuts. Were you DRing my Were you DRing my moves with all of your resistances? Nah, turn them sideways. Goodbye, Walkling. Yeah, see ya, Walkling. You don't have those. Release? Excuse me? What release? Goodbye. Goodbye, release. They are gone. This card's great. This card's cracked. This card's so good. I absolutely love everything Stain's got going on for him. It's very cool. 4th kind, you have 6 foundations, and one of them is duplicate. Let's start with committing those. Right, correct, Daniel. Correct. Yeah, I love Stain. I'm so excited. I don't play these characters early because I like to see like what the rest of the set looks like. It's very hard not to put a Stain deck together. It's really hard not to put a Stain deck together. This character is so cool. This character is so rad. And I think he's going to be really good under the evil symbol, actually. I think he's going to be very good under evil. This character's sweet. This character's sweet. After you talk about card previews, you should run a poll and ask which of the new characters with all 3 cards shown I should play for unfun tomorrow if I play. Yeah, I can do that. That's fun. Yeah. Yeah, this character is sweet. This character is sweet. Me and Levi are going to go win every event with Stain 2 Dot. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. I'm hype. I'm hype. Well, you guys, thank you for watching this this preview video. Yeah, there's gonna be more videos like this as they announce more stuff. I'm really enjoying what's going on with set 3 and the previews. I like a lot of the characters, and the characters that I don't like, I think their support's really neat. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below on the YouTube video. Thank you much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And with that, you guys, I wish you well.